My dad just asked me to leave, like pack my bags and leave. Like he gave me an eviction, and after the eviction, it was a month eviction, but then we just kept on arguing. After like 2 weeks, he just asked me to leave.
On good for a couple of years. My parents, we had a fallout somewhat, and I would just stay in my room all the time, just spend time on the computer playing games. And one night, my dad came through and said, "Right, I want you out." And the next morning, he just drove me to the Brunton Hall, dropped me off there, and went.
I've just finished a prison sentence, employment young offenders. So I've just done 8 months in there. I go out on May the 2nd. Due to like my past discrepancies, things that I've done in the past, it's basically got to the stage now with my family. I get on with my family, but I couldn't live with my mother. I couldn't live with my brother. Just because of things that have happened. It's kind of. We're too set in our ways, I'd say, to be able to live with each other.
Basically, about December time, just after Christmas, well, it's been going on for before that, me and my mum had troubles getting on. She had her own problems, and it got to a stage where the relationship kind of broke down and it wasn't practical at all to stay. So obviously I had to leave. I stayed at a mate's for a few nights, and then I wasn't really sure what to do. Through the school, got some help, got in touch with the housing department, and then got referred to here at New Horizons. I think you definitely need to sort out your priorities, like prioritise what, because sometimes you can think that one thing's a priority and turns out it could be like 10th on the list, or there's a lot of things that you've got to put first, and sometimes it means like sacrificing something that you're not really, like you might want to get something but you need to get the other thing, or you need to pay this bill, and I think you've just got to learn to make it last as long as you can, and just always try and have some aside just for an emergency or something.
Not one of these people that would take out a Wonga loan or anything like that. Like, a lot of my mates have done that, like, stupidly, and now they're in debt. But nah, I'm not like that. Money burns a hole in my pocket, if I'm honest. I'm not the greatest person with money.
When I get money, I'll just put some in a locker to keep safe so I don't go and spend it all.
Bills as well, because obviously it's easy to get behind on bills with rent and that. Even staying here, it's quite easy to get behind on bills. So I can imagine it's going to be quite worse when you're in your own tenancy. You're going to have to keep on top of them.
I think the first case with everyone is loud music, noise, people, police will come to the door, give so many warnings, and everyone is going to have a housewarming, but the worst case is if they don't know how to close the door on somebody, because the more people there is, it just gets tragic.
They come in and drink a lot and they just wreck the place. So, and it's not very nice because you've got to clean afterwards.
I've seen people getting thrown out of their place because of noise and parties and stuff, and to be honest, it doesn't interest me at all, and having parties all the time or that. So I think I should be alright with that.
I've had an experience already. Me and a couple of the residents of the High Street had a party just after Christmas in the High Street, and it was in my room, and I ended up getting holes punched in my wall and drink up and down my walls, and they ate all the food out my cupboards and just spilt sugar everywhere, and it was kind of a wake up. It was like, this is just going to happen all the time.
I wasn't getting on too well with Mum. She's always getting on at me. And when I think about it, I suppose I was winding her up as well. But I wasn't expecting what happened next.
What the hell have you been doing all day? I'm talking to you. Get that turned down. I'm talking to you. Look at the state of the place.
So what?
Get this tidied up.
No.
You don't say no to me. I'm your mother, for God's sake.
Well,
Get
just
this
did.
place How dare you talk to me like that? Who do you think you are? And what have you been doing with Cheryl? She said that you swore at her.
She annoyed me.
She annoyed you, so you swore at her.
Aye.
Well, I don't want you swearing at her. You're supposed... Don't laugh at me like that. Do you know what? I've had enough of you and your attitude. Get out and get your own place to live. You're not welcome here anymore. Sure. Right? By the time I get back from work, I want you gone.
Alright. I'll be gone.
Don't you ever talk back to me like that. Get out now. I want you gone.
I don't know what I'm going to do, man. Mum kicked me out. She was shouting at me, screaming at me. What she wants done, when she wants it done, how she wants it done. It's all her. Don't know what I'm going to do. I'm out on the streets. I can't go back.
Man, you can't stay with me again. Not after last time. I need to keep my tenancy. Just do what I did. Go to the council, ask for the homeless unit, and explain what happened. Mum kicked you out, got nowhere to go. They have to give you somewhere to stay.
I suppose I could get a try.
It's the only option you have at the moment.
You've got a point.
Hi Connor, it's nice to see you today. How are things at home?
So I went to the council, like my pal Mark suggested. But they didn't give me a house after all. I couldn't believe it when they said I could go right back home. They brought Mum and me together and we talked through our problems. It's called mediation and it really worked. It was really good that they helped me sort things with Mum. I've got to try really hard this time to make it work. She might get to me at times, but she's my mum and I love her. She's alright if I act like an adult. I'm close to my sister too. She's still a pain, but that's what sisters are for.
Never thought those marigolds would fit you.
Good dinner.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Coffee, please.
No problem.
It may feel like you have to get out when family problems arise, but relationship mediation and advice can help. Call your local council's homelessness service if you are kicked out or could be, and ask about your housing options.